Tom, could you pick up Michael from tutoring just for today?
What? I can't pick him up.
Please? There's an issue at work now and I can't leave yet.
I also have plans after work today with the department head. Can't get out of it. Besides, pickup is your job as his mother.
Please, could you do this for me just this once?
I told you I can't. Besides, Michael probably prefers you anyway, and I won't be leaving the office until around 6:30.
That's fine then. You'll be able to make it, because Michael finishes at 7.
Yeah, but I might have stuff with the department head after.
But I won't be able to make it by 7 when his tutoring ends, so I need you to go pick him up.
Just let him come home. He'll be fine on his own. He's in 9th grade already.
He has a lot to carry with his textbooks and workbooks, and plus, the finals are coming up.
You're being overprotective. Boys need to toughen up.
That's rich coming from someone who won't carry a single shopping bag.
I'm just trying to help out with your diet. Anyway, I just can't do it.
There have been reports of suspicious people in the area lately. Even boys aren't safe.
He'll be fine. Those creeps only target pretty-faced boys. No one would target Michael with his rough looks. Those types go after good-looking guys like me.
That's an awful thing to say about your own son.
I'm just being honest. He got his looks from your side of the family.
At least he got his brain from my side too.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Anyway, I'll try to work something out at the office.
See? If you could handle it yourself, why ask me in the first place? Besides, Michael's top of his class, right? He doesn't even need tutoring. He'll get into a good school on his own.
He's aiming for an elite school. The competition is fierce.
Really? Elite school? What for? Any decent university would do.
He has dreams, Tom. I suppose you wouldn't know how hard he's been working.
What are you trying to say?
When was the last time you even asked about his test scores?
I know he's doing fine. He takes after you, doesn't he?
He's been studying extra hard for the upcoming finals. Did you know that?
He's always studying. What else is new?
He's been staying up late, worrying about the entrance exams.
That's months away. He needs to relax.
The competition starts early. Other kids have been preparing since last year.
You're pushing him too hard. Let him be a kid.
I'm not pushing him. He's pushing himself. He wants to succeed.
At what cost? His childhood?
Rich coming from someone who's never home to see him either.
I work hard to provide for this family.
Provide what? An absent father?
Money pays the bills, Sarah. Your nagging doesn't.
Neither does your constant dismissal of his achievements.
I acknowledge his achievements.
When? Between meetings with the department head?
Don't start with that tone.
What tone would you prefer? The one you use when brushing off his school events?
Those events are a waste of time.
They're important to him, but you wouldn't know that.
I know enough. He's doing well without me, right?
You've never paid attention to our family. Never involved yourself in raising him. You know nothing about Michael. Some father you are. You even forget his birthday every year.
Of course I know his birthday. It's March 15th.
No, it's March 22nd.
That's close enough.
Not for a father.
Hey, I'm always busy with work every day and don't have the mental space for kids. I'm working hard for the family. Just the fact of that makes me a good father and husband.
And working hard doesn't excuse being emotionally absent. But even when you're not working, you make excuses to stay away from parenting.
I'm not emotionally absent. I'm just busy.
And you're saying that you're too busy to attend Michael's debate competition this week?
I told you, I have that department meeting.
It's on Saturday.
Weekend meetings happen.
Every weekend? Every time Michael has something important?
You're making it sound worse than it is, and I know you're just jealous of me because your career is going nowhere.
My career is fine. I just balance it with actually being there for our son.
Oh, here we go again with the guilt trips.
I just want you to understand that he needs his father to care.
I do care.
Prove it. Then try coming to his debate this week.
I just told you I can't.
Can't or won't.
The department head specifically requested this meeting.
The department head is more important than your son.
It's not that simple.
Actually, it is. You're choosing work over family.
This could mean a promotion.
And what does that mean for Michael?
More money for his education.
He'd rather have your attention than your money.
You don't understand workplace politics.
And you don't understand family dynamics.
Everything is my fault with you, isn't it? You always act like I'm some terrible father.
I wish you would be more caring and responsible. When was the last time you helped him with homework?
He doesn't need help. His grades are perfect.
That's not the point. He wants to share things with you.
He can share them with you. You're better at that stuff anyway. I'm doing you a favor by not interfering.
But he needs both parents.
He has both parents. I'm still here.
Are you? Because it feels like you checked out years ago.
I'm saying that I provide stability.
Financial stability isn't everything.
It's the most important thing. And besides, I'm not home because I don't feel comfortable there at home with you two. That's completely your fault.
What? How is it our fault?
You two always have conversations I can't follow. You always leave me out. That's why being home is boring to me.
We just talk about Michael's school and friends. If you participated in family conversations regularly, you'd be able to follow along.
See? There you go, blaming me again, always excluding me. You two are so passive-aggressive, you never intended to include me in conversations. I'm used to people being jealous of my looks and grades, but still.
You're not even trying. Try being less insecure and make an effort to join family conversations. You've just never been there, never caring enough to try.
I'm trying right now by being honest about not being able to pick him up.
That's not trying. That's making excuses.
You know what? I don't need this. I have enough stress at work.
Right, because family is just stress to you.
That's not what I meant.
Then what did you actually mean?
I meant I'm tired of being criticized for everything I do.
Maybe if you actually did something.
You're really not letting this go, are you?
Should I? Like you let go of every responsibility except work?
Please, Sarah, this is enough.
And it's not just about Michael. You're neglecting your parents too. I go help at your parents' house occasionally. Your father's health isn't good lately.
If you're going, that's fine. I'm too in demand to waste time on my parents.
You really are cold toward family and only think about yourself. Maybe that's why you've lost your place at home. Don't be surprised if your family abandons you.
I'll abandon you first, this whole family.
Fine. Clearly talking to you was pointless. I won't rely on you from now on.
Good, I'm done with this conversation.
Who was that woman you were with earlier?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I saw you in town, holding hands with a young woman.
When? And where were you watching from?
I was stuck in traffic in a taxi when you two walked by. I was with my boss, so I couldn't get out to check, but you were being all lovey-dovey and even kissing in public.
Well, if you saw us, there's no point hiding it. I wasn't planning to anyway. She's my girlfriend. We've been dating for 2 years.
2 years? So that means all those late meetings?
Not all of them, but yeah, some.
And the networking events?
Look, what's done is done. I'm not gonna lie anymore.
How noble of you to finally be honest after being caught like this.
At least I'm being honest now. She makes me happy.
And we don't? Your family doesn't make you happy?
It's different with her. She understands me.
Understands what exactly? Your need to abandon your responsibilities?
See, this is exactly why I needed someone else. You're always judging me.
Because you're always doing things worthy of judgment.
You haven't made me happy in years.
And whose fault is that? You're never home.
Because you make it impossible to be there.
I make it impossible by asking you to be a father?
By constantly criticizing everything I do.
Like cheating on your family.
I didn't plan this.
No, you just let it happen for 2 years?
She makes me feel young again.
And we make you feel what? Old? Trapped?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me. Explain how you justify betraying your family.
It's not betrayal, it's finding happiness.
At the expense of your son's happiness.
He'll understand when he's older.
Understand what? That his father is a coward?
I'm not a coward. I'm being honest now.
After getting caught. How convenient.
I was gonna tell you eventually.
When? After another 2 years?
This isn't productive.
Neither is cheating on your family. But that didn't stop you.
Look, she listens without criticizing. She supports my dreams.
What dreams? Abandoning your family?
My career dreams. She thinks I could be department head someday.
And I suppose she's helping you network?
Don't be crude. This isn't about that.
Then what is it about?
Freedom. Feeling young again. Not being tied down by responsibilities.
Those responsibilities are called your family, Tom.
You always make everything so heavy.
Marriage and parenthood are heavy responsibilities.
She makes everything lighter.
Of course she does. She doesn't have to deal with reality.
Our relationship is reality.
No, it's fantasy. This, your son, your marriage, your parents, this is reality.
I'm not some frivolous man. I truly love her. This is a serious relationship.
Do you hear yourself? You're a married father. Serious relationship? You have a child. Do you realize you're betraying your family?
Michael isn't a little kid anymore. He's a boy. If I explain, he'll understand.
You think he'd approve of your affair? Don't lump him in with you.
Ah, right. Unlike me, he's so serious. Such a stubborn kid, not free-spirited and sensitive like me.
You're such an idiot.
But you never know. He might understand better than you think. Young people are more open-minded.
Open-minded about betrayal? About lying? About abandoning family?
About following your heart. About being true to yourself.
Your version of being true to yourself seems to involve a lot of lying to others.
I didn't want to hurt anyone. That's why I kept it quiet.
Do you even hear how ridiculous that sounds?
I was trying to protect everyone's feelings.
By lying to everyone. How noble of you.
You're twisting everything I say.
No need to twist what's already twisted.
She makes me feel appreciated.
And what about appreciating your son's achievements?
That's different.
Yes, it requires actual effort on your part.
You never understand.
I understand perfectly. You found someone who doesn't challenge you to be better.
She challenges me in different ways.
To what? Perfect your lying skills?
She believes in me.
I believed in you too. Look how that turned out.
That's different. You stopped believing.
No, you stopped trying to be believable.
She doesn't make everything a battle.
Because she doesn't have to raise your child.
Michael's practically grown.
He's 14, Tom. He still needs his father.
He has you.
That's not how parenting works.
I'll still be in his life.
Like you are now, barely present.
I can do better.
When? After you abandon us?
I'm not abandoning anyone. I'm just choosing happiness.
At everyone else's expense.
You're impossible to talk to.
And you're impossible to trust.
I didn't want things to end like this.
How did you want them to end? With everyone blessing your affair?
I wanted understanding.
You wanted permission to be selfish.
That's not fair.
Neither is cheating on your family.
I need to think about my happiness too.
When did you ever think about anyone else's?
I've sacrificed a lot for this family.
Like what? Your integrity?
I work hard.
At destroying your marriage.
I'm not the only one at fault here.
Really? Did I force you to cheat?
You pushed me away.
By expecting you to be a father?
By never being satisfied.
Basic decency isn't a high bar, Tom.
Just say what you want. Just the words of people who've never been popular. I don't care if you don't approve. I'm just following my heart. I don't want to lie to myself like you people. Life's too short. I want to live how I want.
Even if it hurts your family, that's not being honest with yourself or free. It's being irresponsible.
Look, humans are just animals. What's wrong with living how I want?
Let me meet her.
She hasn't been feeling well lately. Meeting someone as rigid as you would just make her feel worse. I even took her to the hospital today.
So you're kind to her when she's sick, but you never cared when I was ill.
She's special. You're just a boring housewife I'm tired of. It's my turn for the doctor. We'll talk later.
Wait, don't just end the conversation. How selfish can you be?
Don't text me anymore today. I need to focus on her.
Focus on her? Like you focused on your family?
She needs me right now.
And we never did?
That's different. This is important.
Right, because nothing about your family was ever important enough. Tom, you're not planning to just not come home, are you? Answer me already.
I was just caught up in the moment. Couldn't be bothered with you. Your messages are such a mood killer when something good happens.
What are you so excited about? At a time when our family might be falling apart.
We just found out at the hospital. She's actually pregnant. So I'm divorcing you to marry her. Just get the divorce papers ready, and I need you to fill out your part first.
What? Are you sure? Is it really your child?
Of course! Her recent poor health was due to the pregnancy.
I see.
Why would you even ask such a thing? She's not like that.
Like what? Like someone who would date a married man?
That's different. We have a real connection.
real enough to destroy 2 families?
2 families? What do you mean?
Your parents. Have you thought about how this will affect them?
They'll understand. They're my parents. Of course they want me to be happy.
Happy? You think they'll be happy their only son is abandoning his family?
Would you stop using that word? I'm not abandoning anyone.
What would you call it then?
I'm evolving, moving forward.
Moving forward from your responsibilities?
I'll still support Michael financially.
Because money is all that matters, right?
At least I'm being practical.
Practical would have been keeping your marriage vows.
You're just angry because I found someone younger.
I'm angry because you're destroying our family.
The family was already broken.
Yes, by your constant absence and now infidelity.
She needs me more than you do.
Because she's pregnant or because she's young?
Both. She can't support herself.
Of course not. And now you're her knight in shining armor?
At least she appreciates me.
She appreciates your wallet, more likely.
You don't know her.
I know her type. Young, part-time job, looking for security.
Stop it. She's genuine.
As genuine as your excuses for missing Michael's events?
This is different. This is about love.
And what about love for your son?
I can love both.
You barely show love for one.
I'll be a better father to this new child.
Really? What makes you think you'll do better this time?
I'll have more time.
More time? With your parents' situation?
What about my parents?
Nothing. You'll find out soon enough.
What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe you should visit them sometime, when you're not busy with your girlfriend.
They're fine. Mom would tell me if anything was wrong.
Would she? When was the last time you called them?
I've been busy.
Yes, busy betraying everyone who loves you.
You're being dramatic.
And you're being delusional.
Look, I want this divorce done quickly. She needs stability.
Of course she does. Pregnant and part-time work? Very convenient.
What are you implying?
Nothing. Just admiring your timing.
Just sign the papers when they come.
Don't worry, I'll sign them. But remember, karma comes around.
Is that a threat?
No, just an observation.
Anyway, I have a new life waiting, so divorce me cleanly. Get it done quickly. You all mean nothing to me now. I only love her and our unborn child.
Yes, I suppose divorce seems like our only option in this situation. Congratulations on the pregnancy. Please pass that on to her.
What? You're actually congratulating us?
Whatever the circumstances, you're taking responsibility. If you don't love us anymore, there's nothing we can do.
You get it! That's right, I'm a responsible man. She's young and has only worked part-time jobs, so she doesn't make much. But you have your own income and can raise Michael without me. She doesn't have that option.
Oh, really? That must be tough. A part-timer. How concerning.
Exactly, I want to protect her and our child.
I understand completely. If that's the case, we have to divorce. I'll step aside quietly. Be happy with her and your child.
You're being surprisingly reasonable about this.
What choice do I have? You've made your decision.
I'm glad you understand. This is best for everyone.
Yes, I'm sure it'll work out exactly as you imagine.
See, we can handle this like adults.
Of course, we're all adults here, except maybe your girlfriend.
Don't start with that. She's mature for her age.
And what is her age exactly?
That's not important.
Young enough to be concerning, clearly.
She's old enough to know what she wants.
And what she wants is a married man with a family?
She wants me. That's all that matters.
Until she realizes what she's getting into.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm just hoping for happiness for you and your new family.
Michael, are you awake now? What? Dad, did something happen with Mom? She seemed weird earlier. That's what I need to talk about. You're not a child anymore, so I'll be direct with you. I'm divorcing your mother, and you'll be living with her. What? Really? Your father has a new family now. What do you mean, family? Dad, were you cheating? A new family? What's gonna happen to us? Your mother and I were done as a couple long ago. Try to understand. We have to separate for everyone's happiness. What are you saying? You can't divorce? What do you mean? Of course I can divorce. I'm gonna divorce and live with my new family, no matter what. Well, do what you want, but you probably won't be happy. That's ridiculous. Of course I'm gonna be happy with my new family. It's impossible, because, Dad, you'll be ruined without Mom. Ruined? What do you mean? Why would I be ruined? Stop saying nonsense. You really don't know anything, do you? I guess Mom hasn't told you yet. What's going on, Michael? What do you know? Not telling you was probably Mom's revenge. She's probably waiting for you to self-destruct. You know what happens to stupid people who cheat. What? What are you trying to say? My condolences, Dad. This is what happens when you cheat. You're such an idiot. Hey, watch how you talk to your parent. Oh, aren't you quitting being my parent? You're abandoning Mom and me for your new family, right? That's not what I meant. Really? Because that's exactly what you're doing. No, I'll still be your father. Like you've been my father until now, barely present. I've always been a good provider for the family. Is that all you think being a father is? Money? Don't you start too. Your mother's already given me enough grief. Maybe because she's right? Just tell me, what do you know? Explain to me so I can understand. You underestimated Mom way too much. I'd never make Mom angry. She's someone you absolutely shouldn't cross. Did your mother do something? Explain properly. Hey, Dad, you're not just neglecting Mom and me, but your parents too, right? Mom kept telling you, but you ignored and neglected them. If you're curious about what's happening with your parents, go check yourself. I bet you'll drop the divorce idea real quick. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You never visit them anymore, do you? Always too busy with your girlfriend. That's not... I mean, I've been meaning to visit. When was the last time you even called them? I don't need a lecture from my son. Clearly you do, since you're acting like a teenager yourself. Hey, watch your tone. Or what? You'll abandon me more than you already have? No, I'm not abandoning you. I'll still be your father. Really? Because you haven't been much of one so far. That's not true. I've provided for you. Money isn't everything, Dad. But I guess you'll learn that soon enough. What's that supposed to mean? Go visit Grandma and Grandpa. Then you'll understand. Stop being cryptic and just tell me! No, I think I'll let you figure this one out yourself. Consider it a learning experience. You sound just like your mother. Good. At least one of my parents has some sense. Sarah, let's call off the divorce.
Oh, what's wrong? Have you lost your mind? Yesterday you were so insistent about divorcing.
Well, I've actually changed my mind about that.
What are you saying? You didn't come home last night either. Probably at your mistress's place. You could have stayed away forever. It's fine, we can still divorce. I've already started looking for a new place.
Please, I really don't want a divorce.
What suddenly happened? Weren't you tired of me? I'm just your boring housewife, right?
No, I'm sorry, I was wrong. But Sarah, I need you. I mean...
I get it. You found out about the mess at your parents' house, and now you're changing your tune. I know exactly what you're thinking. Why don't you be honest?
Yeah, I just went to my parents' house. Last night, Michael said something that worried me about not knowing what was happening at home. That I'd be ruined if we divorced. I'm really sorry.
Quite shocking, isn't it? Who would have thought your parents would lose $300,000 in failed investments?
How could this happen? If only they told me sooner about this.
If you'd visited your parents regularly, you would have known. About their failed investments? They were too ashamed to tell me, their daughter-in-law. But when your father's health got worse and they needed care, they couldn't hide it anymore. I was just speechless when I heard about it.
And you've known all this time?
Of course I have. You practically did nothing. At least someone had to care about your parents.
Why didn't you tell me?
Would you have listened? Or would you have been too busy with your girlfriend?
This isn't about her. Leave her out of this.
But everything's been about her for 2 years, right? Now suddenly it's not?
Debt plus caregiving, it's impossible for me to handle all of this alone.
You don't have a choice. You're their only son. It's your duty. You'll have a young wife soon, live together with your parents, and take care of them.
But she's pregnant and we're expecting a baby. She can't handle caring for a newborn and my parents. And financially, my salary alone won't be enough.
So you're just crawling back to me, hoping I'll earn money and handle everything after going through all of this? Don't be ridiculous. I won't agree. I just narrowly avoided having to deal with your parents' care and debt. And thanks to your stupidity, I'm getting alimony from 2 people. These are perfect divorce conditions.
2 people? What do you mean?
Your parents' debt means they'll need financial support too. As their only son, that falls to you.
But my girlfriend!
Oh yeah, your pregnant girlfriend, the part-timer. I'm sure she'll be a great help with the bills under this condition.
Sarah, please, we can work this out.
Like you worked out your affair?
I know I messed up.
Messed up? You destroyed everything.
But I can fix this.
Some things just can't be fixed, Tom.
Well, then what do you want me to do?
I just want you to live with the consequences of your choices.
Please, think about Michael.
Huh? Now you're thinking about Michael? Where was this concern before?
I've always cared about him.
Well, you certainly have a funny way of showing it.
I can do better.
Yeah, right. It's too late to change, Tom. It meant something to me. I want to ask what it meant to you.
Sarah, please. Our marriage of 15 years has to mean something.
I want to ask what it meant to you.
Please cancel the divorce. I want to live with you and Michael again. Let's live together, the 3 of us. We can live at my parents' house. Even if Michael's high school is far, I'll drive him to school.
Oh, weren't you no longer interested in us?
I was wrong.
Yes, that was quite a mistake. But it's not one you can fix.
Please, forgive me. I'm really sorry.
You must be so worried about your future life, but I can never forgive you. I'll just watch your life fall apart from a safe distance.
Wait, if we talk, I'm sure we can work this out. Let's just talk about this.
No, there's nothing to talk about. I'll let my lawyer handle everything from now on. Just so you know, I won't compromise on alimony or child support. If you have complaints, we can fight it out in court.
Wait, please! With my parents' debt, caregiving and child support is impossible! There's suddenly too much to handle. I don't know what to do.
You're just paying for your past actions. Work like a horse. This is what happens when you run away from responsibilities. Don't say you can't, just do it. Clean up your own mess.
Please, give me another chance.
Dedicate your life to your new family and parents to make up for neglecting your home. Give them your entire life, your responsibility to us, your abandoned parents, and the new family you created. This is the result of your choices. To repay the debt, his mother and my ex-husband worked day and night while the new wife handled childcare and caring for his bedridden father. However, the relationship between his mother and new wife was terrible. His father, though bedridden, never stopped complaining. On top of that, they had to take on more debt to pay the alimony for both myself and my son. After just a few months of this life, his new wife suddenly disappeared with their child. My ex-husband couldn't even spare the time to search for them, as he had to work around the clock to cover for his mother, who had quit her job to provide care. My son says he never wants to see his father again. It's fine to live according to your heart, but you shouldn't become a parent your child is ashamed of.
Hey Amy, how have you been? Haven't heard from you in a while.
What's with the sudden message, sis? You never text me out of nowhere.
Just thinking about my little sister. Is that so strange?
Yeah, kind of. You usually only message when something's up.
Well, Mom and Dad have been worried about you. They asked me to check how you're doing.
Oh, that's what this is about. Should have known they'd send you to check up on me.
They're not sending me. I was already concerned too.
Right, sure. The perfect older sister routine.
They just care about you. We all do.
I'm fine. Nothing's changed. But why are they worried?
Maybe because you've been distant lately? You missed Dad's birthday dinner last month.
Not this again. I had a gig that night. They know music comes first for me.
Was it really that important to miss Dad's 60th?
Every gig is important when you're trying to make it. You wouldn't understand.
Was it an important performance?
It could have been. The venue owner said he might book me regularly.
Well, that sounds promising. How did it go?
No, the owner went with someone else. But that's just how the industry works.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you been getting other opportunities?
You always said you wanted to make it in the music industry. How's that going overall? Are you doing any other gigs?
Are you at least making enough to get by?
Not recently. I've been stuck working part-time jobs because I'm broke. The music scene is tough right now.
What kind of part-time work are you doing?
Waitressing mainly. Some bartending. Whatever pays the bills.
That must be tough. Are you at least able to practice your music?
When I'm not exhausted from double shifts. My neighbor complained about my guitar playing last week.
That's frustrating. Can you practice somewhere else?
Where? Studios cost money. Practice rooms cost money. Everything cost money.
Maybe I could help.
Let me guess. Are the parents saying I should get a real job or give up on music?
They haven't said that, actually. They're just concerned about you.
Right. Because moving boxes in a warehouse is so much better than pursuing my dreams.
Nobody's suggesting that.
Ugh, seriously. Our parents always try to interfere with my dreams. It's so annoying. They've been like this since high school.
They're not trying to interfere.
Remember when they suggested I major in business instead of music? That wasn't interfering?
They were trying to help.
By crushing my dreams. Some help.
They wanted you to have a backup plan. Is that so terrible?
But they're not supporting me either. They've never really supported my choices.
They're just worried if you're eating properly. I think they do support your dreams, even if they show it oddly.
Right. They've never trusted me. I'm so different from you. Always have been.
How so?
Are you kidding? You always did what they wanted. Got a normal corporate job, worked as an office manager, and even married a high-earning executive. You live such a stable life. We're complete opposites.
You're creative, and it's fine for sisters to be different. We don't have to follow the same path.
Easy for you to say. You're the good daughter.
That's not true. Remember when I wanted to study abroad? They weren't happy about that either.
But you gave up and stayed, like always.
I made my choice, like you're making yours.
We really are opposites. I don't want a boring, predictable life. I want excitement, even if it means instability.
What kind of excitement are you looking for?
Spontaneous adventures, last-minute performances, meeting interesting people, not being tied down to a desk.
Excitement, huh? Your lifestyle does seem full of that.
It's great living an exciting life. You should try it sometime. When's the last time you did something unexpected?
Actually, marriage has its own excitement. Two people from different backgrounds living together. There are always new discoveries and surprises. It's fun.
Like what? Finding out he leaves his socks on the floor?
More like learning new things about each other every day. Different perspectives, different habits.
That kind of mild excitement isn't enough for me. I want a crazy life. How are things with your husband anyway?
We get along well, though we do argue sometimes. Every couple does.
About what?
Little things, mostly. Work schedules, household chores, normal stuff.
Sounds thrilling.
It's not all boring.
Sure seems like it. Don't you ever wish for more?
More what?
More everything. More passion, more adventure, more life.
I'm content with what I have.
That's exactly what I mean. You settle for content.
There's nothing wrong with being content.
Is marriage really that great? Isn't being single more fun? I hate the idea of being tied down to one person.
Whether married or single, you should choose what works for you. Neither is inherently better. It's your life, so live it how you want. If anyone tries to stop you, I'll be on your side. I'm your big sister, after all.
You haven't changed at all. Still playing the perfect older sister.
What do you mean?
You say these fake nice things, but you're actually just naive. It's annoying. You say these cheesy lines so naturally, but you get away with it because it's just your personality. Your type is popular with men. They love naive women.
Really? I'm popular?
Don't act shy. I'm not complimenting you. Men only like naive women at first. In the end, they want someone beautiful like me. Be careful your husband doesn't get bored of you.
We're fine. Our relationship is stable.
Huh? Why are you so confident?
Because he always says he's devoted to me. We trust each other.
Oh, how sweet. But you shouldn't let your guard down. Men's feelings can change easily. I've seen it happen countless times.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
I've dated enough men to know how they think. They're all the same in the end.
Not all men are like that.
Keep telling yourself that, sis. Keep living in your fairy tale. How are you, sis? Still lovey-dovey with your husband?
Well, not exactly lovey-dovey right now.
Oh? Did something happen? Tell me everything.
We had our first fight in a while, a big one.
Why? What happened? You two never fight.
Maybe I'm imagining things, but he seems different lately. When I brought it up, he got angry and we argued.
Different how, specifically? Give me the details.
He's cold when I talk to him. Doesn't look at me during conversations.
What else?
He's working late more often, says it's for an important project.
And you believe that?
Should I not? Less physical attention than before, no more random hugs or kisses. Well, this is embarrassing, but we're not intimate anymore either.
Sounds like he's not seeing you as a woman anymore. Classic signs.
You think that's it?
Definitely. See, I told you to be careful about not getting boring. Men need constant excitement.
Really? He's bored of me? What should I do? I've tried planning date nights.
Let me give you advice as someone experienced with men. Don't be clingy. Give him space and he'll probably come back.
I see. Like playing hard to get?
Not exactly, but something like that. Men want what they can't have.
You're so knowledgeable about men, but you don't believe in relationships, right? Seems like a waste.
Actually, I have a boyfriend now. He's different from the others.
Really? What's he like? Tell me about him.
Tall, handsome, makes over 80 grand a year. Pretty good catch, right? He works in finance.
How long have you been together?
About 2 months, but it feels different this time.
Different how?
He gets me, understands my dreams, supports my music.
That's wonderful. Has he seen you perform?
Not yet, but he will soon.
Are you thinking about moving in together?
Maybe. I'm not thinking about the future right now. Might get married if I get pregnant, so...
I never thought I'd hear you talk about marriage. You always said you'd never marry. Well, people change. You must really love him.
Love is a strong word, but he's fun. We're going to a hot spring resort next weekend.
That sounds nice. Which one?
The fancy one in Napa Valley. He's paying and driving me there, of course. Why don't you invite your husband? Could be a double date.
He says he has a business trip next weekend. Besides, we're fighting, so he'd probably say no.
Sorry I'm the only happy one here. Must be hard seeing your little sister in a better relationship.
It's fine. Send me photos of your trip. Share some of that happiness.
Sure, I'll send you some really romantic photos. For my poor sister's sake, you can live vicariously through me. Sis, listen, something terrible happened.
What's wrong?
I almost got hit by a car and fell. I got injured on my trip. Getting into an accident during vacation is the worst. They say I need to stay in the hospital for a week.
Are you okay? What happened exactly?
It was awful. There was this wall and then... I don't have any money for the medical bills. Could you send me some? Insurance is being difficult.
What a coincidence. My husband was in an accident too.
Oh, really? Well, it's quite a coincidence. Is he okay?
He crashed into someone's wall right after getting off the highway. He broke bones in multiple places and is in surgery now. His legs are completely shattered.
That's serious. When did this happen?
Earlier today, the hospital just called me.
Which hospital is he at?
How bad are your injuries?
Not as bad as your husband's. Just some stitches on my head and face and a broken collarbone. Nothing major.
But something strange about my husband's accident location. He said he was going to Seattle for work, but why was he in California? That's the opposite direction.
Maybe his plans changed? Business trips can be unpredictable.
I'll have to ask him after surgery, and oddly, the dash cam in his car disappeared. Police mentioned it was strange.
It probably flew off in the crash. That happens sometimes.
Does that happen? Have you seen that before?
Probably, I guess. I'm not an expert on car accidents.
Oh, right. You needed money? Tell me which hospital. I'll bring it. We can talk more then.
No, never mind. You should stay with your husband. He needs you more.
Just tell me which hospital. It's no trouble.
Actually, I don't need the money. I'm fine. Bye.
Amy, you were with my husband during the accident, weren't you?
What are you talking about? That's impossible. I was traveling with my boyfriend. You know that.
Then why not borrow money from him? Why ask me?
We had a fight before the accident and he left early, so I'm alone now. What are you getting at, sis?
Actually, the hotel called my husband's phone. I wondered why a hotel would call, and it turns out he lied about the business trip and was staying at a hot spring resort. When they couldn't reach his wife, they decided to contact me.
It's just a coincidence we were at the same resort. I don't know anything about your husband. Napa Valley is a popular destination.
Really? Then why did the hotel call?
What do you mean?
My husband left his wallet and a power bank in the room. The hotel called about that. Since he was in surgery, I answered the phone, and that's how I found out the wife was you.
That's impossible. You're jumping to conclusions.
It's already exposed. You took the missing dash cam, didn't you? You ran away to a different hospital to hide that you were together.
That's not true. Why would I do that?
Listen, Amy, taking the dash cam was pointless.
What?
It has a communication feature that automatically saves data to the cloud.
No way. You saw it?
Yes, I did. That's why I said it's exposed. You were in the car during the accident.
No, listen. This wasn't an affair. I was just giving him advice. You and your husband were growing distant, right?
Drop the transparent lies. The dash cam recorded both video and audio from inside the car. You were both talking badly about me right before the accident.
I don't really remember that. We were just talking.
Amy, you said to my husband, "I'm so much better than my stupid sister," right? And he agreed, laughing. He said, "I'm tired of that woman."
No, sis, you're misunderstanding.
It's not a misunderstanding. I know everything you did. I understand how you both feel perfectly.
Sis, please respond. We need to talk about this. I know you're reading these messages. Sis, I'm really sorry. Don't ignore me. I told Mom and Dad about the affair. They're not reading my messages either.
I know they know.
Listen, sis, the police just came. I might get arrested after I'm discharged. Help me.
I know about that, too. You were actually driving when the accident happened, weren't you?
You knew?
There's dash cam footage. The insurance won't cover this. Fleeing the scene is a crime, too. You'll have to pay for the wall repairs.
I don't have that kind of money. You know I'm broke.
You'll have to work or take out loans.
Don't say it like it's so simple. This could ruin my life.
The house you crashed into was apparently quite luxurious. The repair costs will be huge. Good luck.
It's not fair that I'm the only one getting hurt. Your husband had an affair too. He's just as bad. He went along with it when I just flirted a little.
Don't worry, I won't forgive him either. I'm divorcing him and demanding compensation.
Just that? Isn't that too light compared to what I'm facing?
Not at all. Divine punishment has already fallen on my husband. His legs will never be the same.
You mean permanent damage? How bad is it really?
The doctors say he'll need multiple surgeries.
But he'll recover eventually, right?
No matter how much rehabilitation he does, he'll never return to his pre-accident condition. But I have no intention of supporting him. Whatever his condition, I am divorcing him and taking what I can. So, what will you do? Will you support him? I'll gladly give up my position as his wife.
No way, I can't take that responsibility. He was just a fling. This wasn't supposed to be serious.
I thought so. He's in despair about his leg condition. Seems he's directing his anger at you.
What do you mean?
He says he's going to sue you because his legs are like this because of you.
What? He's the one who told me to drive. This isn't fair.
But he says you wanted to drive, so he let you. His word against yours.
That's wrong. He was hungover and asked me to drive. I refused because I barely drive. He insisted.
Oh my, this looks messy. Not that I care.
He's lying. He practically begged me to drive.
Should have recorded that conversation too.
You have to believe me, sis.
Why should I believe anything you say anymore?
Sis, be on my side. Please, I need you now more than ever.
Why should I? You're a traitor. You betrayed me in the worst possible way.
I'm really sorry about that. Really. You just seemed so happy it annoyed me, so I did that. I'm really sorry. I was jealous.
Jealous? Of what exactly?
Everything. Your perfect marriage, your stable life, how everyone loves you.
The perfect marriage you helped destroy?
I know. I messed up. I know that now.
Too late for realizations.
Please, there must be something you can do to help.
Apologies won't change anything. Mom and Dad said I don't need to forgive you, and we decided as a family to cut ties to you.
Wait, don't abandon me, sis. I'm still your sister.
But this is good, isn't it? This is what you wanted.
What?
You said you preferred an exciting life over an ordinary one.
No, this isn't what I meant. This isn't the excitement I wanted.
getting arrested, being sued. It's the crazy life you declared you wanted. Perfect for you.
Please, sis, I need help. I can't handle this alone.
Goodbye, Amy. Enjoy your exciting life.
Mom and Dad aren't answering either. Please talk to them.
They made their decision. Stop messaging me.
The doctors say my face will have permanent scarring. I can't live like this.
Should have thought about the consequences before driving recklessly.
My modeling agency already dropped me. How am I supposed to find work now?
Try waitressing. Oh, wait, with those scars?
You're being cruel. This isn't like you.
You don't know me as well as you think. Remember when you called me naive?
I didn't mean those things I said.
Yes, you did. Every word.
Can we talk in person, please?
Nothing to discuss.
The police finished questioning me. They're pressing charges.
As they should.
Your husband is claiming I forced him to let me drive. That's a lie.
Interesting how you both keep changing your stories.
He's throwing me under the bus to save himself.
Ironic choice of words.
I need a lawyer. Can you help?
Why would I help the woman who slept with my husband?
Because I'm your sister. We grew up together. Remember how you always protected me?
That person is gone. You killed her.
Remember when I fell off my bike and you carried me home?
Remember when you slept with my husband?
I know. I can't undo what I did.
Exactly. So stop trying.
The wall repair estimate came in. It's over $50,000.
Expensive taste in crash sites.
Stop being sarcastic. This is serious.
Oh, I know. By the way, the homeowners are planning to sue for emotional distress, too.
What? They can't do that.
Their teenage daughter was home alone when you crashed. She's traumatized.
This is a nightmare. I can't handle this.
Should have stuck to your music dreams instead of chasing married men.
I need to borrow money.
Not happening.
Just enough for a lawyer?
Ask your boyfriend. Oh, wait.
I got fired from my part-time job. They saw the news about the accident.
Actions have consequences.
I'm moving back in with Mom and Dad.
They won't take you.
They have to. I'm their daughter.
They already changed the locks.
Where am I supposed to go?
Not my problem.
My landlord's evicting me.
Exciting life you wanted.
The trial date is set. Please be a character witness for me.
I'll be testifying for the prosecution.
What? You can't.
Watch me.
I thought sisters were supposed to stick together no matter what.
You didn't stick with me, did you?
I made one mistake.
One very long mistake. Multiple times.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Just watching karma work.
I saw your husband today at physical therapy. He's in a wheelchair.
Not my husband anymore. Divorce is final.
He looks terrible.
Good.
He asked about you.
I don't care.
He seems really sorry.
So sorry he's suing you?
We're both victims here.
No, I'm the victim. You're both perpetrators.
The judge ruled against me. I have to pay everything.
Justice exists after all.
I'm declaring bankruptcy. I have no choice.
Exciting life you've got there.
I hate you.
Feelings mutual.
You've become so cold.
Oh, I wonder why.
Mom's birthday is next week.
Don't even think about showing up.
I miss them.
Should have thought about that before.
Can you at least give them a card from me?
No.
Tell them I love them?
No.
I'm moving to another city, starting fresh.
Running away won't fix anything.
At least I won't have to see you anymore.
Finally, some good news.
I got a job offer in the city.
Don't care.
It's at a music store.
Still don't care.
I know you probably won't read this, but I'm sorry, really sorry. Not just for the affair, but for everything. For being jealous of your happiness, for trying to destroy it, for betraying you. You were right. I wanted excitement and I got it, but not the kind I wanted. I lost everything. My looks, my family, my future. I have to live with that forever. You don't have to forgive me. I just wanted you to know that I understand now what I destroyed. Goodbye, sis.
I demanded compensation from Amy and my husband and divorced him. I feel no guilt about abandoning him. He had to quit his job due to his injuries. Despite continuing rehabilitation, he still can't walk without assistance. He sued Amy for causing the accident. The trial is still ongoing. Amy was arrested and served time for fleeing the scene. She's also being sued for damages by the homeowners whose walls she destroyed. Furthermore, Amy's face was permanently scarred in the accident. For someone who took pride in her looks, this must be the most painful consequence. The price of seeking excitement turned out to be quite steep.
Sarah, I heard you have an interview scheduled for 5 p.m.?
Yes, that's right.
You should have mentioned it earlier. I always keep track of everyone's schedules.
Oh, I didn't think it was necessary to announce it.
Won't that be a problem picking up your son from daycare?
I've arranged for extended care. If I'm running late, I can ask family to help.
You know, you could have asked me for help with scheduling.
Well, that's kind of you, but I have it handled.
Actually, I already switched assignments with you.
What?
Don't worry, I've taken care of everything.
But I didn't ask for that.
I thought you might be struggling. Maybe I'm being nosy, but I got them to swap our interviews. Mine starts at 3 p.m., so you can take that one instead.
But Tom, isn't your interview location quite far?
It's only an hour by car. It'll probably finish earlier than your interview would have. We help each other out when we needed, right? Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you.
You don't sound very happy about it. I went out of my way to help, you know.
No, I appreciate it. It's just unexpected.
No problem. Just treat me to lunch sometime and we can call it even.
Huh?
As a single mom, you should rely on others more.
Well, everyone's already very helpful.
Come on, don't be so formal with me. We're friends, right?
We're colleagues.
Really? From where I stand, you seem to be pushing yourself too hard.
I don't think so.
You're always staying late, working through lunch. It's not healthy.
I manage my time carefully.
I'm 1 year older than you and you're senior at work, so don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. I'm pretty flexible and can respond quickly.
I understand.
Or could it be, have you fallen for me?
What?
Don't be shy. I notice how you always work so hard.
That's just being professional.
I'm known for being the caring type. You know, can't help but look after others.
I see.
People tend to fall for me pretty quickly.
Is that so?
You don't have to play hard to get, you know.
I'm not playing anything.
Come on, you're supposed to tease me about that. Now I'm embarrassed.
Sorry.
So serious, Sarah. That's what I like about you. Even as a single mom, you never slack off at work. And despite being a mid-career hire, you write fantastic articles. You're exactly my type.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Always so modest. That's cute too.
Please don't say things like that.
Hey, don't put yourself down like that. You're a wonderful woman. You should have more confidence.
Thank you.
See? That's better. And please, just say thanks instead of thank you. Feels more natural that way.
Yes.
You know, we should grab coffee sometime. Discuss work stuff.
I prefer to focus during work hours.
Then we can go out after work. Anyway, don't hesitate to ask if you need anything. I'm single, so I can help with your work anytime. Actually, I've been more than happy to help you specifically.
Yes, I understand.
I mean it. Anytime, day or night, I'm always available for you.
That won't be necessary.
Well, let's do our best for the afternoon.
Yes, thank you.
Sarah, where are you right now?
I'm at the amusement park with my son.
What a coincidence. I'm actually there too.
What? You're at the amusement park?
Yeah, felt like going for a drive this morning. And when I saw the Ferris wheel, I remembered you mentioning you were taking your son here today.
I never mentioned my plans to you.
Oh? Maybe I overheard you talking to someone else then.
I see.
So, where exactly are you?
Well, somewhere in the park.
Hey, don't be so vague. I can help you with your kid.
That's not necessary.
I know that much. I'm asking which part of the park.
Why do you want to know?
Come on, don't be like that. I came all this way.
I didn't ask you to come.
Well, we could hang out together. Come on, I'm here by myself.
Please understand, this is our family time.
Be so cold. I bought a ticket already.
I'm sorry, but today is meant to be just me and my son. We want to spend some quality family time together.
I can make it even better quality time.
No, thank you.
Don't worry. I won't get in your way. I'll just tag along. Besides, wouldn't it be helpful to have a man around? Like when you need to use the restroom when someone needs to watch your son.
That's not necessary.
I'm great with kids, you know.
Please stop insisting.
Don't be so reserved with me.
It's not that I'm being reserved. My son gets nervous around strangers and we're perfectly fine on our own.
Is your son shy?
Yes, somewhat.
It's probably because you're being overprotective. Kids need male role models. They'll warm up to me in no time.
He has plenty of family members.
That's exactly why he needs this. Communication is the most important skill for guys. If he's shy, he'll never succeed in life.
But he is still very young.
I can see you near the carousel. Is that you in the blue jacket?
Please stop looking for us.
Boys will be boys no matter how young. It's better for him to interact with different people. Plus, kids love me. I'm sure we'll get along great.
I'm sorry, but this is too sudden. I promised my son it would be just the two of us today. I don't want to break that promise.
Aw, come on. I already bought my ticket. It would be a waste if I just left without having fun. And here I was looking forward to spending time with you guys.
I'm sorry.
I can see you're heading to the food court. Want me to grab some snacks?
How do you know where we are?
Lucky guess. The food court's popular this time of day.
Please, all I want is to spend some quality time alone with my son.
Fine, I guess I'll wander around by myself then.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Well, let's have lunch together tomorrow. Found this really nice place I want to take you to.
I'm busy tomorrow afternoon.
I already made reservations. That new Italian place.
Please don't make plans without asking me first. I've got some things I need to do tomorrow afternoon.
Don't worry about that. I'll help you with your work.
No, I don't need any help.
Come on, babe. Remember what I said before? You can rely on me when you're struggling. Stop trying to do everything by yourself.
Please don't call me that.
What, babe? We're close enough for that now, aren't we?
No, we're not. I'm not struggling and I can handle the work myself. Really, I'm fine.
Work is about give and take, you know. You don't have to shoulder everything alone. You're too serious. You should learn to lean on others more. I'm always happy to help you out.
Tom, excuse me. My son is hungry, so we need to go.
Oh, you're going to eat? Actually, I'm starving too. Maybe we're heading to the same restaurant. I might just look around and see. If we end up at the same place, we might as well eat together.
We're leaving the park now.
Already? It's still early. Let me treat you both to a dinner at least.
No, thank you. Goodbye.
I'll walk you to your car then. Where are you?
That won't be necessary. Please stop looking for us. You're making me feel uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? But I'm just being considerate. Alright, just text me when you get home safe. Hey, Sarah, can I come over to your place?
What? Tom, what's going on?
Just finished drinking at the bar near your place.
How do you know which bars are near my place?
I was actually drinking nearby. Just need a place to rest for a bit.
Absolutely not.
Come on, it's freezing out here.
Please go home.
Hey, is there any way to treat a close colleague? Aren't you being a bit cold?
My son is sleeping. Sorry.
I'll be quiet. We'll wake him up.
Please go home.
So it would have been okay if your son wasn't there?
That's not what I said.
I can see your lights are still on.
Are you outside my house?
Alright, I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
I have something important to tell you, so please let me in.
Like I said, my son is here.
I think I see you through the window.
Stop looking in my windows.
But you can't come out to drink right now, right?
That's true, but
That's why I want to talk at your place.
please, let's do this another time. We can find some time during work hours.
No, it has to be now. I've been trying to tell you for weeks.
Whatever it is can wait until tomorrow.
This isn't something I can say at work. I want to be your support system. Single motherhood must be tough. You must feel lonely. Can't rely on men, have no time, and probably worry about money too. I want to take all those worries away. I want to take care of you.
Huh?
I've been watching you for months. You're perfect.
Please stop.
I'll take care of both you and your son, so please entrust your life to me. I promise I'll make you happy.
No, thank you. Please don't ever show up again.
I'm outside your door. Just let me explain.
I am calling the police if you don't leave.
Wait, you think I'm joking? I'm dead serious here, baby.
You're being a nuisance. Please stop.
I bought gifts for your son too.
That's extremely inappropriate.
Sarah, baby, stop being so reserved.
Will you please stop stalking me? This is seriously bothering me. And stop calling me baby. It's been making me uncomfortable this whole time. I am not your girlfriend.
But we're perfect together, I can tell.
I am calling the police.
Huh? Sarah?
I cannot accept your advances. I have reached my limit and I will be reporting this to HR.
What? Why are you bringing work into this? Hey, you can't do this to me. I've done so much for you.
Because work is our only connection. I have only ever seen you as a colleague. I have been putting up with this since I joined as a mid-career hire, but everything you do creeps me out. Please realize how uncomfortable you make people feel.
I was just being nice because I knew single moms have it tough. You're the one who's misunderstanding things.
Really? Didn't you just confess to me?
Like hell I did, you ugly hag. Just because you're somewhat pretty doesn't mean you can get cocky. You're just a loser who got dumped by a man.
Actually, I left my husband.
No one leaves a perfectly good marriage. He probably cheated on you or something. You got dumped first. And after all this time I helped you out, you turn around and do this? You're seriously messed up.
When did I ever turn on you? Isn't that what you're doing?
You led me on, and you accepted my help, and you smiled at me. Don't think you can keep working at our company. Single moms are just dead weight. Who do you think they'll believe? You, a mid-career hire, or me, who's been here since I graduated? There are plenty of people who could replace you. You'll get fired and rot in hell for your son. No one's going to save a single mom who flirts with men.
I've saved all these messages.
You wouldn't dare to show anyone.
The police are on their way. Goodbye, Tom.
Sarah, could we talk?
HR told you not to contact me in private, didn't they?
Please just hear me out.
No.
Yes, I know, but I really need to apologize properly one more time.
I won't forgive you, no matter how many times you apologize.
You're being unreasonable.
I've forwarded this conversation to HR.
Wait, I didn't know. If I had known you were headhunted by the CEO himself, I would have never done something so stupid.
So you're only apologizing because you found out I know the CEO?
That's not what I meant. I was just surprised. When I calmed down, I realized how horrible the things I said were. But at that time, I was so upset because I was serious about you, and getting rejected hurt. I wasn't in my right mind.
I never thought you were in your right mind to begin with.
What? How can you be so cruel?
You always tried to help with my work, claiming you were looking out for me, but it was all a nuisance. Every time you helped, you made mistakes that I had to fix. Do you know how many times that caused problems with my family's schedule? And despite me repeatedly declining your help, you kept butting in.
I was trying to be nice.
I never asked for your nice.
I just want to assist you.
Nobody asked for your help. When I need help, I'll ask for it normally.
You're ungrateful. But what about that time with the sudden interview? That must have helped.
You mean last month's interview swap? I hate to tell you, but your interview took longer. If you checked the assignments, you'd know why. My interview was scheduled later, but it was just a small piece about a shop. taking photos and a quick chat, an hour at most. But your assignment was a 2-page feature. You needed in-depth interviews and extensive photography. Plus, it was a 2-hour round trip. You actually ended up leaving work earlier than me that day.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I only looked at the interview times. I didn't realize it would take that long. I won't do anything anymore. I really am sorry.
What I found most unforgivable was how you interfered with my time with my son. You showed up uninvited at the amusement park and tried to join us for dinner even after I refused.
That was really just a coincidence.
How is buying an amusement park ticket and entering a coincidence?
I thought I might run into you.
I also know you've been lurking around my house.
No, I haven't.
I have photographic evidence. You have been wandering around for days, so I asked someone I know to take pictures. I'm submitting them at tomorrow's meeting.
Delete those pictures. Please, I'm begging you. Sarah, please, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you were interested in me too, and I got carried away.
You should really consider the gap between your perception and reality. Everything was just your self-centered assumptions, and that's why you make people uncomfortable.
I won't come near you anymore. I won't do anything unnecessary either. So please don't say anything more to the company. Could you tell them you've forgiven me? HR told me not to come to my desk until they decide on disciplinary action. At this rate, I might get fired.
Yes, that's likely.
My career will be ruined.
You should have thought about that before.
What I did to you was truly unexcusable. I've reflected deeply, but I really don't want to lose my job at this age.
Weren't you the one who tried to get me fired? This morning you spread false rumors to our colleagues about how I made advances on you and used company expenses for my child. You were trying to force me out, weren't you?
Well,
It's fine. Nobody believed you anyway.
I was desperate. I won't do anything stupid anymore. I absolutely won't. I'm really, truly sorry.
I don't need your apologies. I won't forgive you, no matter how many times you apologize.
If you don't forgive me, I'm in trouble. This could be the end of my life.
Even if I forgave you, you are still getting fired.
What?
Apparently, you were already on the chopping block.
Why?
You've been buying personal items with company expenses, haven't you? Our colleagues in accounting have been suspicious for a while and have been gathering evidence.
It can't be true. No way.
You know better than anyone whether it's true or not, but this works out perfectly for me. Once you're fired, I'll never have to see your face again, and I can finally focus on my work and family. Looks like you're the one heading to hell after all.
Please, give me another chance.
Goodbye, Tom. One week later, Tom was fired from the company for embezzlement and stalking. It turns out this wasn't his first time exhibiting such delusional behavior. Another employee had previously quit because of him. His severance pay went entirely toward repaying the money he had embezzled, leaving him with nothing. The investigation revealed a pattern of inappropriate behavior spanning years. 3 other employees came forward with similar stories of unwanted attention and help that had disrupted their work. 2 had transferred departments, and 1 had left the company entirely. The accounting department's investigation also uncovered that Tom had been falsifying expense reports for nearly 2 years, charging personal items as business expenses and manipulating receipts to hide his actions. The company implemented new harassment training and reporting procedures following the incident. They also established clearer guidelines about workplace boundaries and personal relationships. A few months later, Tom was arrested for assaulting a woman. Apparently, he had another one of his misunderstandings and attacked her, but the victim happened to be trained in martial arts and fought back. The incident left Tom permanently injured. It's said he became a broken man after that. The assault occurred at another workplace where Tom had found temporary employment. He had hidden his previous termination and harassment history during the hiring process. When his new female colleague rejected his friendly offers to help, he reacted violently. The incident finally led to a restraining order and mandatory counseling order from the court. While I have no sympathy for Tom, my heart aches for his assault victim. I pray she heals from this trauma quickly. I hope she can forget about that delusional creep and move on with her life. As for me, I went on to have a successful career at the company, earning a promotion 6 months later. I established a support network for working parents within the company, helping to create a more flexible scheduling options and clearer boundaries around work-life balance. My son grew up to be a confident, well-adjusted child, untouched by Tom's attempted interventions in my life. The company's HR department now uses this case as an anonymous example in their training materials, teaching new employees about the importance of respecting boundaries and recognizing the warning signs of workplace harassment. I occasionally speak at workplace safety seminars, helping other companies develop better protocols for protecting their employees from similar situations.